All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning to you. It is Monday, December 21st, 2020. And only a couple days left in this year. Only a few days left until Christmas. It's Christmas week. Today, we're going to talk about what are the greatest gifts of the holidays. What are the greatest gifts of the holidays? It's not what you think. Let's get started.
It is ultimately important for you to look at your goals, truly what you want to do in your life, and then look at the people who you spend the most time with in your life and figure out if that lines up.
All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. Glad to have you guys all here with me this morning. And it is Christmas week. It's here already. Hard to believe, right? 2020, the year that everybody will remember, is almost over. We only got a handful of days left in this year, a couple days left to finish up whatever shopping we got to do, whatever preparing we got to do for this holiday season, for Christmas and then New Year's and all the things that come along with that, the family time and, spending time together, exchanging gifts, all that kind of stuff. So this morning I wanted to talk about, what are the greatest gifts of the holidays? What actually are the greatest gifts of the holiday season? And, for a lot of people, I think that, we all realize, and maybe this is a year that would remind us of something a little bit different, would remind us of what the holidays actually mean, right? What are the holidays actually about? And we're going to talk about that this morning. But, a lot of people get sucked into this whole commercialization of the holidays and, making it about all of the wrong things. And so I wanted to remind you guys, we're going to talk a little bit about the holidays every day this week leading up to Christmas, just to kind of hopefully give you guys some perspective and put you in the right mindset to really get the most out of this holiday season. We only get a few times a year, if we're being honest, to spend time with our families, to, really take all that in. And so how do we make the most of it? We make the most of it by having the right perspective, having the right mindset kind of going into those holidays. So we're going to talk about that this morning. Want to say good morning to some folks. Jared Bird, good morning to you. Tammy Clark, Lydia, Darren Riddenauer, good morning. Kim Landstrom, good morning to you. Trying to see who else is on here. Dina, good morning to you. Carrie, good morning. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully this is valuable information. I think it's a great way to start your week with some valuable perspective. So what are the greatest gifts of the holidays? What are they? I made a list for you guys, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments this morning as to, how you connect with each of these things that we're going to talk about. Good morning to you, Mike Rosgoni. Thank you for being here, man. Being present. We're going to have a whole entire show on being present tomorrow morning called Your Presence is the Present. But being present, actually just being present. We have everything in the world around us to distract us these days. These things that we hold in our hands all day, they are incredible gifts, and they connect us and they put us in places like this where we can connect and we can exchange value and we can improve each other's lives. But they also, in the right times, they do the wrong thing. They get us interested in everything that's not around us. And during the holidays, it's more important than ever to be present with your family, to be present with your friends, to be present in conversations. And those distractions are going to be all around us. Everybody probably has a couple of last minute things that they need to do, a couple loose ends they need to do. They need to go out and grab some things that they, haven't gotten yet. It's a little crazy when you go out shopping right now. There's lines at the stores. So there's a lot of things that are going to distract you or try to distract you from being present. It is super important, man. Your family will remember if you were present this holiday, if you put your phone down and you paid attention. Maybe you didn't have the TV on the entire day with just a bunch of noise in the background to distract you from the people who are sitting in your home, or maybe you're sitting in theirs. But being present is really, really one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself and that you can give others this holiday season. Being yourself. That might sound crazy, but just being yourself. Think about 2020 has done a lot. It's made a lot of people, feel like they needed to pretend to be a certain way, to cover up some things that are going on for them. Be yourself. Talk about what's really going on in your life. Share how you felt about 2020. Share your feelings. Share what you've gone through. Share those things that are most important to you. Maybe you tell everybody that you're actually afraid. Maybe you tell everybody that you had an incredible year, but be yourself. Don't be somebody else. Very, very important as you go into the holidays. Listening. This is one of the most underrated things, and I am actively working on this and very focused on improving this area of my life to the maximum that I possibly can, because I have learned the value of listening. Listening leads to learning, and learning leads to deeper relationships and better experiences and a more fulfilling life. It is not all about us. It's about understanding those people around us. One of the things that I wrote down that we've talked about before on this show is being interested, not interesting. And this holiday season, it couldn't be more important for you to be interested in others. There's a lot of people around you. If you are a person that's, had a pretty good year, you're in a pretty good space mentally, you're in a pretty good space financially. Not everybody is in that space. And so being interested, being that ear for someone else to talk to open up to. There's a lot of people in the world that feel like they have nobody to talk to. And if you can be that person, man, what a gift that is. So listening and being interested, not interesting. The next thing on the list here I wrote down kind of relates to the listening thing, but it's a little bit different. But I got this yesterday. I was listening to Bruce Pulver, and he said a quote that he had heard from somebody else. Do you want to be well known or known well? And the reality is, I think all of us seek to be known well. We want to be heard. We want to be listened to. We want to be understood. And so that is what we all seek. So be that person for other people, right? Be that gift to somebody else that they can feel known well. That's what everybody seeks. Another great gift of the holidays is doing for others. I think we all feel this. Why does it feel so much better to buy gifts for other people than it does to buy things for ourselves? Nothing excites me more than that idea of giving, than doing for others, than finding those special things that you can do for your spouse, for your children, for your parents, for your siblings, for anybody in your life that's important, for those people you work with. How do you make those people feel important? And it's not about what you buy. It's about what you give. It's the thought. It's what goes into the gift, the exchange. Doing for others is one of the greatest gifts of the holiday season. Helping those in need. We do that through giving, right? We do that through giving money, through giving time, through giving your attention. It's not just about giving money. Remember that, guys. There's a lot more that we can do in the world. There are a lot more gifts that we can give than just financial resources. Financial resources matter. It helps move organizations forward. It helps do a lot of great for people that need it. But you can also give your money. You can give your time, you can give your time and you can give your attention in addition to money. So it's not just about giving money. It's about helping those in need by giving anything that you can. Think about that. Think about where you want to make a difference. All right. And last but not least on the list, the greatest gifts of the holiday season, man, is for me, this is time that I take, I still get up early in the morning during the holidays. I still, work on myself. I take that time, when things are, not moving for a lot of people work wise. If you get some of that downtime, take that time to work on yourself. Spend a lot of time thinking. A lot of times we don't get as much of that time as we would like during normal circumstances. And so this is a time when you can really take advantage of that, right? Where that thinking time is actually available to you, right? You can take some time to think. One of the things that we're going to cover in the Top Contractor Inner Circle program here as we lead into 2021 is the importance of not just setting goals, but actually going through the detailed process of doing that and visually and mentally working through these things, not just surface level commitments, but genuine commitments of what you want 2021 to look like. If you didn't have a great 2020, you have every ability to turn that around in an instant. And you're going to have a better chance of turning that around by thinking about what you want, spending time working on yourself, visualizing your goals, actually writing them down, sharing those with someone, and having someone in your life that you care about, that cares about you, to be able to hold you accountable. Very, very, very important. It's one of the greatest gifts you can have through the holidays, is to actually, and that's not just business related, that's family related. That's everything in your life you should have goals for. If you don't have goals for your family, man, you are missing out. You are missing out, because those things evolve into incredible gains in your life, incredible gains in your life. My wife and I have talked a lot over the last handful of years about what we wanted in our lives, what we wanted in our marriage, what we wanted, and it continues to flourish and grow as a result, because we talk about it. We communicate about what we want. We write those things down. We talk about what the future looks like constantly. So I would encourage you to do that and to spend time with your spouse, with the people you work with everybody around you, committing to those goals, not just talking about them, not just talking about what you want, but not a surface level goal, but a real commitment that you share with others. Taking time to read. A lot of times we don't get the amount of time that we'd like to read books, to work on ourselves, to get some knowledge on those things that we want to gain. I am reading a book right now that I've been putting off for a while. And I was reading some of the pages to my wife yesterday, and she was like, "Man, that's incredible information. Like, that's amazing." And I said, that's just a reminder of what knowledge does for us, right? Of us understanding other people, understanding ourselves better, understanding everything around us. We gain that knowledge, that understanding by reading, by listening to podcasts, by seeking out information that matters. How do we seek out information that supports those goals that we want? Not just about consuming content. There's a million platforms to consume content on. There's a million ways that we can gain information. Does that information line up with where you want to go? Are you reading books on marriage, on raising your children, on business, on faith, on any of the buckets that you want to improve? Spend time this holiday season giving back to yourself by reading, by consuming the right information, by creating a plan on how you're going to consume this content. Create discipline in doing so through the holidays, and that will flow into New Year's and go into 2021 and make it a much, much more successful year. Last bullet point on my list, I kind of already mentioned, but give back to yourself. Pour into yourself. Spend that time to make yourself better. Remember this: if you are a parent, or you are a business leader, or you are a business owner, You cannot pour into others unless you pour into yourself. You cannot give back to other people. You cannot be effective with other people and help them, genuinely help them, unless you are pouring into yourself first. You first have to set fire to yourself before you can set fire to others. And so the priority is always taking care of you first. The best gift that you can give to others is taking care of yourself. And so make sure this holiday season that you are giving back to yourself. So I'm going to review this list for you guys real quick. The greatest gifts to the holidays: being present, being yourself, listening, being interested, not interesting. Remember that you want to be known well, not well known. And you do that through conversation, right? You become known well through conversation, through listening, through exchanging information and thoughts. You want to do for others. You want to make sure that you are giving to others. It is the greatest gift that you will have through the holidays. You will not feel good about yourself if the only things that you do are for yourself. It's just the rule. It's the way that the world works. Help those in need. Give your money. If you have money and you can give it, give it. It feels great to do so. But also make sure that you are giving your time, you're giving your attention. You do anything that you can do to help other people. Man, it is incredibly, incredibly fulfilling to be able to do that. To be able to know that you had such an impact on other people, and the ripple effect of that in the world is incredible, because it inspires other people to do more for other people. And that genuinely makes the world a better place. And don't waste the days or the downtime that you have in front of you. Work on yourself. Spend time thinking. Think about your goals, what you actually want for 2021. Make sure that the content and the things that you're consuming and what you're reading aligns with those goals. Don't just consume content to consume it. Set some boundaries for yourself. What is it that you want to learn about, and commit 100% to learning it? Hold yourself accountable. Share with other people what you want to learn, so that those people can feed you the information. If you told me the list of things that you wanted to learn, I guarantee you I could recommend books. I could recommend podcasts. I could recommend who to follow online. I could recommend all those things. But you got to get clear on exactly what you want. What do you want to improve? If it's your marriage, if it's your family, if it's your business, make sure you're clear on exactly what you want to improve. Spend time giving back to yourself, whether that's going to the gym when you promised you would, and you haven't been doing it, whether that's reading, whether that's, taking some alone time to get your thoughts straight, to reconnect with God, whatever it is, give back to yourself. I hope this list was helpful, guys. And if it was, if you found these things to be helpful, I can assure you there's a lot of other people out there that would find them helpful too, and probably some people out there that might need to hear this message. So I would ask you to please share this out. A reminder that these episodes are also available on YouTube, on every podcast platform, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, all of those. So you can easily, if you miss any of these episodes, which is very difficult to be in front of a computer every morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern, if you miss any of these episodes, or maybe you just started watching or listening recently, they are all available on podcast all the way back to episode 1. And so you can absolutely just go back, hit the subscribe button, and start listening to 256 other episodes that are available to you. And they're all titled. So you can find the ones that would be, kind of where you're at in your journey and what you want to listen to. And those little bite-sized, 20, 30-minute episodes, it just might be the one that helps you get over the hump. It might just be the one that helps you make 2021 just an amazing year that you'll never forget. So I hope this information was helpful, guys. I hope it puts you in the right mindset, gives you the right perspective going into the holidays here. This week, as I said, man, is all going to be about the holidays, about what it means to have the holidays, the gift that the holidays are, the gift that your family is to you. It's so important, guys. So just, make sure that you're you're in the right mindset. You have the right perspective going into these days. You know, it's easy to get stressed and overwhelmed during these times. It's important to be the best version of yourself for others. And so that starts with recognizing these things, having a list of things that you can kind of listen to and write down that are important. I hope this list was helpful to you this morning. And thank you guys for being here. Bruce Pulver, Jeff Nelson, Ziggy, good morning. Jenna, good morning. Thank you for being here. Julio, Darren Ridenour, Megan, thank you guys for being here this morning. Dean Dio, Leonard Pickett, good morning, my brother. Derek Swank, my wife, is on here as always. Lynn, good morning to you. I think I covered everybody that's on the list here that commented. Thank you guys for being here. I hope this information was helpful. I hope that it touched you in some way. Bruce, I absolutely will post the list, man. I'll post it in the comments here. I hope that this makes a difference for you and your family this holiday season. I hope it helps you be more present. I hope it helps you feel more fulfilled this week. We got a lot coming to you this week that is all focused around the holidays and putting you in the right mental space, the right space in your heart, and give you the right perspective to have the very best holiday season this 2020. So tune in again tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., same place, same time. I'll see you guys again right here on Morning Perspective. Love you guys.